Wow.
So this is going to be a different kind of match, I guess, that we can expect.
Wait, did he take Purify? We'll have to check as we go into game. I believe he took Purify away, wanting to keep his distance. It looks like they want to have like this huge glass cannon right in the back line. And so that you have, you know, things like Jawhead, things like High Loss in front, distracting them away with Lancelot being able to clean up. So it looks like a pretty consistent game. Well, Louvre did have a pretty good draft coming against Team Saiyan. They do have the draft that's here, but on the other side, MCB does have the lockdown. VB does have the lockdown. We have Akai, Cyclops, Angela already.
Right.
So before we jump into the game, your predictions, and I'm off.
I believe the predictions. I'm going to go with Mystic Burden. That's on the blue side, and on the red side, it's going to be LOUVRE SG. KBC, what do you think? Who's going to take it away?
I think I'm going to give that Valor a chance because LOUVRE SG has nothing to hide already. This is a do-or-die situation. Let's give LOUVRE the do-or-die situation. Let's give LOUVRE that 60-40 to me.
All right. Here we go, starting things off. In fact, it was the Purified. Here we go, starting things off. In fact, it was the Purified that didn't get chosen. So, Valor maybe can be a little bit more aggressive in his positioning to see how he's going to end up. So, we'll see.
I'm trying to figure out with the Purify, how does he get his team involved and how does he want to join into team fight?
He just stands really at the back and Flame pushes them away.
Wow, so he's not like the over-aggressive mages like Kagura
because
and
the Flame deals the most damage when the further you are away. So he plans to create CC and walls to be pushing them away. So just like, so he started first of all with his explosion, so he can do double given his passive.
Alright.
And it's going to be good. So some aggression coming up for both teams, but not really acquiring any kills just yet. Kuja will happily be playing Cyclops again and taking that away.
Nas with the Grok, and he wasn't a very productive. Sorry, that was Ashi who played the Grok, but it's still the most productive hero that you can use, especially if the setup is correct. LOUVRE coming in with the Jawhead is gonna rocket down Archive, but it's not enough to take him out of the game. You can see that the rest of LOUVRE SG just looking into the enemy base. I like their confidence. This is something that I love to see.
Vali's in a really good position out here. You know, he comes in towards the end, making sure that he's just there for secondary support. The wave had already been cleared away so that he can now rotate back without losing any minions. This is really good timing coming in from LOUVRE's side.
So LOUVRE SG in the second minute in a row, none of the kills overall, and this was half for 1,200 gold lead. Ashi camping around here, he spots out Skyway with the Hellcat, and he's just gonna fall back. They don't really want to give up kills first.
I like the timing on this. This is really good positioning. We see that up top Natalia is there. Akai is also out of position to be taking this. We'll be rushing all the way down. The lockdown is going to Hong. Hong might be the first one to die. Flickers away just in time. Lanzo secures it. And LOUVRE SG take a nice lead ahead. But CZ might pay for it with his life. First blood still goes down there. CZ being Jawhead.
I love the high loss, how he absorbed all the damage. You know,
and flick it away just
that's nice. Yeah,
right,
he let his team
last
take the
second.
turtle. But then, of course, at the cost of Jawhead.
Well, Jawhead also has to distract them away, or else they would have followed him up. Here we're going to see Ashi might be the next one to fall. Skyway just burns him down. 70% of his health instantly disappeared. Here we're going to see how it happened again. LOUVRE, CZ here, unfortunately, trapped between a rock and 4 players.
Sandwich up, like a Subway sandwich or somewhere.
Oh, yes. Like a panini press.
Yeah.
There we go.
You can see the rest of LOUVRE just looking around, finding the positions. I really like this bush play, you know, assassinating. Ashi is in a bit of trouble. Valor of the Flames are coming out here.
Exactly, so this was the pushback that he did, but we're also going to see that Angela is now back up here. Zon is there. What an amazing pushback. We're going to see that KYC will be the first one to be targeted down. CZ is the next one there. Hong is there as well. Will they dive into it? It will be Zon is the one that jumps back out there. The one member is left. Hellcat will have to hightail it out of there. But unfortunately, you're behind the enemy lines. It looks like we'll be in. Howard's all the way to the back.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
There we have it.
That
Mystic Burden turns up the heat, burns them to a crisp.
4K kill, ladies and gentlemen. Moment to stop the killing and get the 4 kill out here.
And then on top of it, they also got the tower, which helps their goal lead push further ahead. 1,300 in the lead is pretty decent, given the fact that LOUVRE already took, the first objective.
Yes. You can see that Mystic Burden, 2,000 gold lead for that 4 minutes in a row. They still have a lot of ground to go, and LOUVRE SG, they are, they are still not phased. They're going to go in for objectives, but they have to be careful for
Really
another
good
still.
timing as well. They knew it was going to be the case. They know that they had to back away and to heal up after they had done so. Mystic Burden could have done timing a little bit better. Looks like the next one's going to be coming out here. Zonzo goes in. It looks like Royal Z1 will deal out damage, but it will not quite be enough. 3 of them are clumped out. It looks like they will be able to get away to safety. Good split up, and unfortunately MCB does not call out for the right targets to be aiming for. But the Grog ball was good to start initiating that fight,
Yeah. Even with the Cyclops ultimate and Archives just jumping in to use his ultimate as well during that time, it was a very good point that MCB could actually take 1 kill off of LOUVRE. And you can see there's a bit of over-aggression as Cyclops managed to take down Jawhead with that tower dive.
Bottom lane's also being split push here. Natalia is doing a good job making sure that they're getting more objective gaming coming from Mystic Burden. And LOUVRE SG unfortunately falling behind here. They need to stabilize. Laszlo is caught up there. Well, find a small crevice to walk through.
Natalia is still farming from the bottom lane, but don't forget, Hellcat of LOUVRE SG is also farming in his own lane. So the both assassins are trying to get enough gold, enough XP, and try to take down that turret.
Yes, the Hellcat should be able to get the tower as well. The LOUVRE SG will be able to do it. The ultimate does get used. He does get the turret down.
Yeah.
It would have been such a big disappointment if he did not manage to get it down.
Correct. It was a bit of a waste of time, but hey, it's a fair trade right now.
It is a fair trade, that's right. 30 seconds left for Lord before he spawns.
I really love how these early objectives has been so crucial in the games now.
Exactly, the timing is really working out fine. I would have sent one person down to clear up the bottom lane because they could potentially take the next tower as the next fight is there. Did Honglot see it? Hellcat is right there. Royal Z1 might be taken down. Instantly be bursted away. Kuja now is the next person out there. We have Angela just running on him. Will the next lockdown happen? It will not quite be it. They're dancing between towers right now. The toss back does happen. Grog is removed.
The tower dive just coming in for Mystic Burden. They don't feel the burden of those turrets knocking them down to the silence of hell because they know that they have LOUVRE SG in their hands. Only 3 members surviving against the terror, the pressure of the Mystic Burdens as the military fall down. Valir!
Almost could be brought down there.
Yeah.
So low on both sides. Natalia pushing out at the bottom side as well. Adding on the pressure, 8-2. It is now still a very close 2,000 goal lead. So little. Only at 7 minutes.
Now here's the problem. The split pushes are always going in. So the tough part for
Natalia has crit already built on her. And Hellcat has double
Oh
swords.
no. This is going to be a bit tough. Having such critical hero kits to have in, it's going to do a lot of damage, melt down the tanks.
She cannot be taken on one by one here because the factor if you get
Correct.
crit is going to be huge.
Not forgetting that turrets. The turrets are just melting down instantly and it opens up so much opportunities for Mystic Burden to take the game.
I do hope that it looks like they're going to be aiming for the next fight out here. There's multiple people waiting in the side.
I think they got some information already.
Natalia needs to push a little bit more aggressively. I know because she doesn't see many people, she's being more cautious.
Correct.
But really, you're at a point where that can happen. If multiple members go in for Natalia, the rest of them can push out mid. Natalia is caught out here. She's being cautious. Angela, jumping into Natalia before all the aggression comes through. They should aim out at mid. It is a free open turret. They know that multiple members were there. A bit of a mistake here coming out from Mystic Burden. Being able to capitalize it.
Here comes the team fight as High Loss will pop their ultimate. Unfortunately, unable to save Valir as Arkai comes in with his ultimate. The rest of LOUVRE SG just running away back to the country.
See, they're
because
still alive.
this is too much for them. Angela killing off that jaw hit, and more blood comes in from Mystic Burden. LOUVRE SG, look at that, the top turret is unable, although Hellcat managed to get off one before falling into the hands of Cyclops.
Kuja is doing such an amazing job here on that Cyclops. He is 6-0-6.
And he loves defending the turrets really, really well.
I mean, he has a wave clear on Cyclops. He also has the lockdown to dissuade the enemy team from further attacking it. Here they're getting more turrets. It's now 4-2 currently with 12 kills and 3 deaths. The goal lead ballooning forward to now 4,000. MCB is in the driver's seat, but it's their car to crash if they cannot end the game.
Correct, indeed, Sudo. now the Lord has respawned. It's up to them in this team fight. Whoever wins this team fight will walk away with that Lord easily, unless they do have a Lord still coming on board. LOUVRE SG in the middle of the lane.
What they're going to be doing now here is sending Natalia top. They should reveal Natalia so that the team is distracted.
Correct.
Then go in for the fight. It looks like it might be happening out here. Vale's ultimate is thrown down here. Kuja might be blocked now completely. Angela jumps in. He's still alive. He will get out of it. He goes in for a kill as well.
And this is not possible for LOUVRE to continue the fight. They will have to fall back. Despite, however, Hellcat is at the bottom turret and is able to take that lane down.
And Natalia's back up top.
Oh, trade kill, and it's not looking good because here's the thing, MCB or Mystic Burden, they have the upper advantage to try to take this lot without any confrontation.
Well, they simply do not have any sort of means to be contesting this lot. It will be going over there. Natalia is doing such a major or split pushing, as is Hellcat. Unfortunately, not quite the same. Royal ZY will make sure that he's kept alive by evading that away. But we're going to see here now another top wave is going to be crashing into yet another tower of LOUVRE SG. But they're sending the whole team to defend. It seems like mismanagement of resources.
And of course, you can see that both teams, even though their levels are equal and the goal lead is kind of like expanding, but I feel that LOUVRE SG has to do something here. First, they have to stop the Lord from pushing, and of course the split push comes in, which they can at least sacrifice another turret if they play the defenses really well.
But the thing is, they can't really split push much anymore because the towers are gone. So it's perfect for LOUVRE SG to stabilize the game if they can stop the aggression.
Correct.
Unfortunately, with immortality on Zorn there, he's going to be even more aggressive to be able to taking it. Valer is so far behind, only at 4,300 gold. Even Jawhead has more than him.
This is going to be tough for LOUVRE SG. What will be their answer for this defense? They really need to step.
Natalia is the only one out there with Lord, as the rest of them are at the bottom here. The wall does get thrown down. CZ does drive all the way in. Kuja is tossed back. The right target, but no follow-up damage. No follow-up damage.
Look at that. Now the resources are done already.
We burst into infinity and further into beyond. We're going to see out here a huge big minion wave, which means they will be able to get this tower relatively easily. Zod on the other side does get taken out, but immortality is there. He has a second life.
He will still have to run.
He has a second life.
He will still have to run away though. He doesn't want to get sniped down by turret. But
Lord
it
does
wasn't
get
the
taken
case
away as
already
well.
here.
CZ!
Yep. Wow.
Nernas might be the next one to fall. The wall does get thrown down, unfortunately. Still buying some time. Valer finally put himself on the scoreboard by getting it. The top turret is down. The bottom turret already receiving damage. Mystic Burden driving the car well all the way to victory here. It is a clean 7,000 goal lead ahead.
I feel like that even if they try to do the tower dive, they rush for the turret first before you do the tower dive, because they are very quick in melting down the turrets, which kind of like leave them one obstacle away. But I'm not sure, maybe there's a bit of, there's a bit of overconfidence. They want to get the kills and then ending the turret's life. I feel that if they end the turret's life first before the hero life, that would be better, in my opinion.
I think that's a very fair statement to make.
Yeah, but I think maybe, you know what, they are overconfident, they're in the mood, they're in the zone, they're going for the kills and stuff. As you can see, there's a team engagement, a little team engagement before everything falling back. LOUVRE SG, they are being harassed. Then Akai comes in at the right time despite the Hellcat's ultimate. Then Akai is going to take down High Loss and leaving 3 members left behind for LOUVRE SG. LOUVRE SG is in shatters right now. They have nowhere to hide as the Valier falls to the hands of Angela. The turret will go down, and most likely that is the early checkmate. Pseudo, what is your thought?
Royal ZY is there, legendary now on Kuja Ray, and he's trying to find the last bit. It will be the end. Mystic Burden, strong performance. Swinging back and hitting the ball out of the park in that first game. They need this if they want to be continuing themselves into the forward momentum. Of today, there's going to be 6 games left, so good starting point. But we also saw that LOUVRE SG was fighting back time and time again. The drafting was good for them. The execution starting to fail. The biggest question was that Valer did do some work, but looking at the items that was there, way behind.